Alright, good evening and welcome to the Broadcasting Lounge. Thursday night means GTEs and they're in action, staying in the States after last week's round in the States, and Tuesday night saw the V8s racing in the States as well, actually in Indianapolis. But tonight we've got GTEs at Watkins Glen. Very cool track on the boot layout here. Very excited to see how the racing goes tonight. Alongside me in the Broadcasting Lounge is Corey Kitchen. How's it going, Corey?
Yeah, Shano, g'day. Thursday, yay. Thursday, GTEs action on this Watkins Glen track is a favourite among many, especially the boot. And it's going to be a good race. The bus stop is in for the night, which is always a fun little thing on the first lap, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always an interesting spot there when you got cars piling in there side by side. They need to sort themselves out because it's very tricky to get a couple of cars through there side by side. So they'll need to sort themselves out and get into single file by then, or we could see a little bit of chaos, which we've been no stranger to in the GTE series so far this season. But hopefully tonight we can see some good, clean, hard racing. That's what we love here at Supercars NZ.
I actually think by the time we get through Tuesday, we would have been in America for 3 weeks.
Oh, very
Long
cool.
trip.
Very cool.
Yeah, Detroit Tuesday for the V8. Shano's
Yes.
got some info on where we are right now.
Yep, so we're at Watkins Glen for round 6 of the Manon Racing Products GTE series. Man, round 6, I talked about this on Tuesday night with you and Doug Corey. Halfway through the season already, that has come up quickly. But 5.41 kilometre circuit on the boot layout tonight, sitting at an altitude of 136 metres above sea level. 19 degrees air temperature at the moment and 34% humidity. Partly cloudy out there, so a little bit of cloud cover should help the track temps stay reasonably low. A little bit of breeze out there as well at 12 kilometres an hour. And you can see the track layout on the right there. What it doesn't show is the elevation changes up the hill through the S's, turn 2, 3 and 4, and then into the bus stop up the top there, and then dropping down into the boot section down the bottom right of the layout there, and then back up the hill and around into the final complex of corners, making for quite a challenging little layout, but a track that feels very good when you get it right, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's always good. It's a flow track. You got to get in that flow, getting those apexes, and just get the swing of how some of these corners drag you around with the camber. Lots of fun, and it's definitely a place I enjoy coming to. The points too, Shano. Stefan McCartan has the lead currently on 280, and I haven't seen his name on the timing board at all yet, so it looks like he's giving tonight a miss. Dylan Shepherd, he's 13 points behind on 267. The pair of them both having 2 wins each so far this season. Dylan off the back of a rough round last round will head down and trying to keep on keeping on, and a further 26 points back in third is Brady Stanley, and only 2 points behind in fourth Lee Swinney. And then you got Matthew Gerard, Nico Cordia, Aaron Goodrick, Daniel Turner, Blake Dowdall, Peter Vanderberg running out your top 10.
Yeah, so as you mentioned there, Stephen McCartan is missing from tonight. We do have 3 drop rounds for the guys this season, so he'll be able to take advantage of one of those to make sure that he doesn't lose out by not being here tonight. But his teammate certainly is in tonight, and very, very tight in qualifying. Um, Actually, I say that Brady Stanley's just improved his time and gone to nearly half a second clear of Dylan now. So Dylan will be looking to see if he can improve on this lap. It was less than a tenth of a second last time I looked.
Yeah, Brady Stanley's last lap of 1:39.87. Absolutely flying. First car in the 39s.
Yeah, that's a very, very rapid time. Jacob Lucas sits in third at the moment in qualifying as well. So he is sitting just a couple of tenths back from Dylan Shepherd. So if he can string a good run together late in the session, we may see him jump up onto the front row.
Yeah, PB in the last two sectors for Jacob.
fair few drivers haven't set a time yet as well. Looks like we're sitting at potentially around the 25 car mark, and only 15 have actually set a lap time in qualifying. So, and a few of those guys that haven't are still sitting in the pits. So we could see a few guys off the back not setting a time.
Yeah, got Dan Turner in the pits. You've got Chris Zaluski, Carl Needland, Matt Gerard and Jaco Venter all out on track yet to get a time down. So there's another 4 just waiting to get their time in. $15 does wind down pretty quickly when you're in the car too, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you get stuck into it, and especially in these GT cars, because the tyres significantly harder than what we're used to with the V8s. Take a little bit longer to get up to temperature, and generally you're doing your best lap on normally about the 3rd lap. Sometimes you can even push it on your 4th lap. So when you consider that and the length of run that you need to do to set your fastest lap, by the time you've done a couple of runs, normally you've burnt off the majority of that 15 minutes, and if you're lucky you might get out to have a single lap run at the end. But obviously with that warm-up time you're going to be pushing it to try and get a competitive time on if you're only getting a single lap run.
Yeah, you don't want to put that extra pressure on yourself.
Absolutely, and of course heat racing tonight, so that means as soon as qualifying time runs out, that's it. No chance to finish your lap. You will be immediately reset back to the pits as soon as it hits 15 minutes, and then we're going to go racing for a couple of heat races.
Yeah, 15 minutes and 25 minutes as per normal on a Thursday night, and not enough fuel to finish the second race, Shano.
That's right, and reverse top 10 for the second race as well, so all the ingredients to make for some very spicy, action-packed racing in the second one. But the first heat's always highly entertaining as well.
Yeah, going for that 10th spot position and trying to get themselves the pole position for race 2.
That's right, so it looks like Brady Stanley, the only guy in the top 5 looking to improve his time, about to cross the line now. So the rest of the top 5 have finished their qualifying runs and are waiting back into the pits now, and that will probably be the end of Brady's qualifying run as well. As actually no, he does have a couple of minutes, so enough time to get a lap in. Minute 40, just under minute 40 is the lap time, so yeah, you should be able to get around and get this one done. Roger Forbert currently sitting P6, a tenth and a half behind Aaron Goodrick, just 0.01 ahead of Matthew Gerard. So, and Xavier Simmons just 0.09 behind him. So very tight times in the middle of the top 10 there. Promising.
Sorry, I was just going to say Scott's popped up and said the howdy hi. It's always the first comment.
Good on you, Scott. Love that you're always tuning into the broadcasting lounge and showing us that support.
Yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, do it. Please.
So yeah, the point I was about to make there is with those tight times through the middle of the top 10, that's gonna point towards a very promising sign of some tight battles through that part of the field.
Oh yeah, so about 1 second roughly between the 12th and 1st. Close enough, maybe a little bit more. Oh no, that does look alright. Yeah.
Nearly 2 seconds between 1st and 12th.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Yep. The mass towards the end of the week gets a little bit shabby.
It is nearly Friday, I'll let you off.
Yeah, big week.
Matthew Gerard out there in the Corvette, currently sitting P9, and we are done.
Just like that. Disappear. But they'll be gritting up soon enough behind Harry the Wheelman in the pace truck. We'll get to see him aggressively turn into pit lane like we do every Thursday.
That's right, and we can take a look at the starting grid for race 1. So Brady Stanley taking out pole position from Dylan Shepherd. Jacob Lucas and Xavier Simmons line up behind them on the second row. Then we roll back to Nico Cordia, Aaron Goodrick, Leith Swinney and Roger Forbert. Matthew Gerard and Cam James round out the top 10. Blake Greenhall lines up alongside Matt Priest. Going back to James McKenzie and Kristen Jenkins. And then 8th row is Dylan Radford and Richard Foucher. Rolling back to Tinnis Venter, Jaco Venter, Dan Turner, Carl Nedler, Peter Vanderberg, Tom McCall, Krista Lusky. Dion de Graaf is in race control, so he won't be taking the grid, but we can see potentially Ben McMurray off the back.
No, he's in a safety truck too.
Safety truck, okay. That's right, he did say he wasn't going to have a race tonight, he just jumped in the safety truck, so that's all good. So it looks like Chris Zaluski, our weekly sponsor, is going to be off the back, having not set a time.
Yeah, and someone tonight will have the chance, thanks to Racecrafts, to nab themselves a week prize. A little more about that after the race is all up and going.
Yeah, so we're lined up behind the pace truck now, and well, we've got a moment. Big thanks to Racecrafts for sponsoring the racing this week, and of course MRP, our regular backer of the Manon Racing Products GTE series. And we're getting ready to roll away behind the pace truck now.
Yeah, maybe we should give them a standing start one week, just for some laughs.
Well, Doug did that with the GT3s at one point, and the issue was with these GT style cars, some of them are a lot easier to get off the line than others on a standing start. So there was significant variance in the speed of people's starts, and that just resulted in a lot of chaos.
Oh, we love that, and of course live race control too, so any incidents will be called in to Sean and Dion, and the flags will come a-waving.
So the pace truck pulls off, we are ready to get underway. Flagman's got the green flag in the air, and we are racing, and Brady Stanley is going to lead the way on down towards turn 1. Dylan Shepherd defending on the inside, Xavier Simmons and Jacob Lucas having a bit of side-by-side in behind. They all make their way through turn 1 nice and cleanly, getting into single file at the front, couple of side-by-sides further back in the mid-pack, and still a couple of cars side-by-side all the way up the hill. Coming out onto the back straight now and heading down towards the bus stop.
Wow, this has been a great start from everyone. Now we've got a Kiwi sim racer car round at the bus stop, Cam James. And a sorry from Balaki is what I heard over the radio.
Also Black Greenhall potentially involved in the other cars. Dylan Shepherd has moved past Brady Stanley on the back straight to take the lead. He's going to lead them down into the tow corner here.
Yeah, deep into the boot we go, lap 1. Aaron Goodrick around.
Yeah, seeing Aaron Goodrick off track. We'll pick up what happened there a little bit later on as it all settles down, but Dylan Shepherd's leading them into the final couple of quarters now. That top three's just got a little bit of a breakaway from the rest of the pack, and everybody's settling down into single file now.
Yeah, get into that flow nice and early.
Somebody gave them all a big rub there. That probably would have done some damage.
Yeah, somebody's left a signature on the wall.
But Dylan Shepherd at the end of lap 1 has managed to pull out a half-second lead over Brady Stanley, so we'll pick that up on replay. I didn't see where he got the pass done. It looked like it was out of turn 3 here, and looked like he had the lead by the time he got into the bus stop. So potentially Brady making a little mistake through the S's, and that opened the way for Dylan to get through. But we're used to seeing a couple of blackout OPR cars running at the front. Certainly that was the case last week, but with Stephen McCartan a no-show tonight, that leaves Dylan all on his own, and he's actually got a couple of fast lane esports drivers right behind him working together with Brady Sandley and Xavier Simmons, teammates there at fast lane.
Yeah, Xavier, obviously a little bit of spare time from his speedway duties, coming in for a bit of a race, getting the cobwebs off. But I think we brought it up last week, the benefits of having a teammate in the race, and Brady definitely must have heard that. In comes team manager Xavier.
Although looking at how hard Xavier was pushing, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of team orders going on there.
Oh, no, he's a good racer, Xavier. He's very fair. He pushes them boys in the Porsche Cup on Monday nights, and they do reasonably well. But mind you, they're normally chasing Xavier down. But look, it's still Porsche Cup here too. 3 Porsches, and then we've got our first Ferrari.
Yeah, the Porsches seem to be fairly strong towards the front end of the GTE series so far this season.
Yeah, nobody's losing anybody so far, but the Porsches have put a wee bit of a gap back to Jacob Lucas there in 4th.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be an epic battle pack throughout the course of the race as well, and we can see how Dylan Shepherd got to the front on replay here. So picking up the draft out of turn 3, just gets a really good run through there, gets alongside exactly the same moment as Xavier Simmons gets alongside Jacob Lucas and behind. And in both cases, the guy's getting past us, and actually Jacob had to cut across the grass there as he probably yielded the corner a little bit late there. But what it meant was Dylan Shepherd moved to the lead, and Xavier Simmons moved into that podium position where he's able to support his teammate.
And just heard over the radio the incident involving 301 Aaron Goodrick is going to be post-race. Looks like Thomas McCall also disconnected.
So this is Blake Green. Oh, this was Blake connecting with the KSR car. Not quite catching who that was.
Cam James.
Cam James, okay, so we can have a look at that. Actually, it's the wrong one I put on there. We can have a look at that again. So into the bus stop, side by side. We talked about how difficult it is to get a couple of cars through there side by side, and that looked a little bit awkward. Race Control will have all the angles to be able to look at that and see exactly what went on with that one. And this is the Aaron Goodrick one that has been called as a post-race investigation. Looked like Aaron just losing it by himself there, but is there something to follow? Rejoin looks okay. So not 100% sure exactly what's being looked at by Racing Control on that one, but unless there was something else that happened later on. But anyway, back to live, back to the battle at the front, and Dylan Shepherd still holding a slim margin over Brady Stanley, and Xavier Simmons just in behind as well.
You're not letting him get away. I think that's key. Of course, this is second and third in the championships in first and second.
Yeah, a chance to make up ground on the leader as well, although with drop rounds coming into effect that will level itself out, but certainly tonight Stephen McCartan scoring 0 points.
A call through from Race Control, car 66, Carl Needler has been black flagged, drive through for avoidable contact.
Okay, so that's one that we didn't pick up. And not seeing any significant data for Carl there either, so...
There may be any, maybe that's the Dan Turner incident. Did we check that one out?
I don't believe we did. So I've got Dan Turner going off track, we can have a look at that. Oh!
I think that might be Hal Needler there in the Porsche.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. So certainly a very awkward moment down the straight there. And Race Control Demon, that car was at fault for that one, and he will have to take a tour of pit lane.
I always get nervous when you see the safety truck
Oh!
right up in pits. There goes
Oh!
Matthew Gerard.
That was... I literally just clicked on Nico's name because there was a tight battle, and as soon as we went to that, it was two cars going around.
It looks to be minimal damage there, but any damage to the spoiler and the downforce on these things, you're going to be having a hard time.
Yeah, absolutely. We can check that out again. So Matthew Gerard, just runs into the back of, I believe that was Roger Forbert, just in front of him in the number 1 Porsche, and just looping it as a result of that contact.
Oh, Needler coming through the lane to serve that drive through.
And Matthew is going to come in and take a fast repair. Blake Greenhall on the recovery after that lap 1 incident. He's got Richard Boucher just in behind him. And Chris Zalewski, battle of the last 2 Raceweek sponsors. Chris Zalewski all over the back of Richard at the moment, and Tinus Venter also looking to make moves, so this is a very tight battle, Pat.
Well, get through the
Chris Zalewski cutting across the bus stop there. Just running out of room there, I think, and having nowhere to go, having to go across, and that mistake is going to compound with a slowdown penalty as well, so he's going to have to give up even more time than what he's already lost.
Battle at the front is just, it's just so tight. There's just nothing in between the 3 of them.
Yeah, I could easily have stayed on the battle for the lead all race, I think, but we need to check out some of the other battles on track and let people get their screen time.
Yes, 100%. That's right.
Kristen Jenkins in a good battle as well. Roger Forbert just over half a second up the road, but Dylan Radford in the Ford GT within 0.2 of a second and looking to challenge for a move. He's just had a bit of a blink there though, does come back.
Stammen. He's taken a leaf out of, who was it, has the salmon wheels.
Paul Blomqvist.
That's it. Yeah, they just do the whole car salmon and go with green wheels.
Absolutely. So Dylan Radford having some connection issues at the moment by the look of it. Hopefully that's not too bad. We know, I think we both know, Corey, from experience that it's not nice trying to fight a car that's blinking and disappearing and jumping around all the time, is it?
No, definitely. It's like trying to play chess with a ghost. You don't know where the move's going to come from.
That's right. Actually, you know what Kristen's livery actually is here? Let's see if I can get a closer up look, like maybe on our TV3. There we go. It's the port carts.
Oh. He's in a porker. There we go, we get the joke. A little bit late onto it. Well picked up there, Shane. With the green wheels of the grass.
Jaco Venter getting tight in behind Blake Greenhall and going for the move down the inside, a little bit of understeer, has a wee bit of a slide as he tried to keep it off the side of Blake's car there, and that's allowed Blake to get the momentum off the corner, and then he gets the inside line into the corner coming out of the boot there. That little battle's just given Chris Zalewski a chance to sniff up into this battle as well, and Obviously, our race week sponsor, sporting Racecrafts on the back of the car, Racecrafts NZ, check them out.
Yeah, your go-tos for quality sim racing products, mods and accessories. Racecrafts aim to bring affordability to sim racing. Made-to-order products like button boxes, DDUs and simulators, wind simulators, sorry, haptic feedback systems, DIY components. I've got a shifter for my G29 to turn it into a sequential from Racecrafts, so that does pretty well. Got some Timu rubber bands to put it back to centre.
Very nice. So Yarko got the move done on Blake into turn one there. Blake, off the back of that, just ran wide, and that opened the door for Chris to walk on through as well. Carl Nedler, after serving that drive-through penalty, I thought he was sticking around in the background, but that's a lap car that's just in behind Blake. So that might be Dan Turner by the look of it. Yeah, it is Dan Turner sitting in behind Blake Greenhill on track there.
Yeah, over the pit wall, Dan Turner on Tuesday night.
Yeah, so probably even been a lap down this early in the race. I think it's still going better than Tuesday's race for him.
Yeah, I think he's happy to get away from Indianapolis, like a few. I heard a few enjoyed it though.
Yeah, shout out to my team founder from PSR, Dane Noda, picking up a podium in Div 1.
Yeah, going home with some silverware from a track that we won't return to for some time, I don't think.
Well, I guess that's going to be up to the iRacing V8 community, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it'll be once a year in the schedule, that track. And it might turn up next season in the GTE though, just for some shites and giggles.
Could do. Oh, Brady's going for the move for the lead here.
Oh, very
Dylan
close, a
just
bit of a
closes the
tap.
door enough, but there's a tap and he gets down the inside. I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan calls that in. Our race control going to view that as a bump and run, but Dylan
Oh!
fires it back down the inside at the toe, gets ahead again. That opens the door for Xavier Simmons to slip through on his teammate as well, and Xavier is looking like he's ready to challenge for the lead. What does he do down here into the heel? I think this is going to be the final lap. We're just 15 seconds away from that time running out.
Yeah, Brady took his chance, so now Xavier has got a chance at taking it away from Dylan Shepherd, who's been out the front the whole race.
And it looks like he's going to be able to hold on. 1 quarter to go, coming through the final corner. Dylan comes across the line and claims the win, and Xavier's going to hand it back to his teammate there. So Brady Stanley comes across the line, P2. Xavier Simmons taking out the podium, and not sure if that's just a little bit of messing around post-checkered flag, or if Brady's not happy about something there. But anyway, that was a very exciting final lap, and I clicked on that battle for the lead again right at the right time. Nico Cordia coming home P4, leads Swinney in 5th, Roger Corby at 6th, Christian Jenkins 7th, Dylan Radford 8th, Cam James 9th, Jacob Lucas has towed back from the pits already, finishing 10th, Matt Priest in 11th, James McKenzie 12th, Dennis Venter 13th, Jaco Venter 14th, Chris Deluski 15th, Blake Greenhill 16th, Carl Nedler 17th, Aaron Goodrick coming into the last couple of corners now, sitting in 18th. It looks like he's far enough clear of Matthew Gerard that he should be pretty safe in that position. Just has to navigate the final corner. Down 12 positions, so not the best race for Aaron. He'll be looking to reset in the second race and see if he can do better. Or achieve a better result anyway. Do better is probably a bit of a harsh assessment. Matthew Gerard also having a disappointing race, or a disappointing result, coming home in 19th, down 10 spots from where he started. And off the lead lap, Richard Foucher has already crossed the line and finished, as well as Dan Turner and Tom McCall. Looks like the last of our finishers, or he might have actually, yeah, looks like he pulled out a little bit early, wasn't quite running at the end there.
Yeah, and you know what time it is, Shano?
It's safety truck racing time.
Gonna wait up Corey from Sean.
We got you, Corey, out there down the graph as well. Sean McNamara and Ben
Are we
McMurray
stopping
joining the
here?
fun tonight.
Got the jump.
Was that a good start or a jump start? I don't know. We'll leave it up to the... Well, I don't know who we're going to leave it up to decide. Ben McMurray already accepting the no track limits, no such thing as track limits in a trophy truck mantra, but that didn't work out too well for him. He couldn't get any power down off the track there and lost all his momentum onto the straight. Coming into the bus stop that we're all just going to ignore. Sean and Dion going side by side through the carousel. Corey giving it the nice jump. Oh, there's a touch and you're in the wall, Corey. Oh no, Ben McMurray caught up in that as well. Sean McNamara driving off into the sunset now. And Dion's had a
Got a
moment out
chance.
there.
Got a chance. There's still a chance.
Oh, I had a feeling you were going to do this.
Yeah, no, it was pre-planned, and I'm just gonna keep going.
What boot? Truck's looking a bit smoky there though, but can you get enough speed to hold Sean off? Where is he? He is coming through the heel now.
Oh god, it doesn't turn.
Yeah, your front left doesn't look like it's very well attached to the steering arm. I think you're going to make it though.
I am. Win's a win.
Corey Kitchen, first to the line, takes another trophy truck win. Sean McNamara comes across in second. Dion DeGraff, third place, and Ben McMurray's given up the ghost and towed back to the pits. And now we've got 3 trophy trucks trying to make 1 trophy truck.
Yeah, I've got no power.
Well, that was highly entertaining as usual.
Oh, there goes the motor. Oh, it has to be done.
Looks like Sean McNamara and Ben McMurray are lining up for another race. Is that you joining the party there as well, Corey, or is that... No, that's Dion there.
No. I'm back up here.
So these 3 are going to go again. We've got less than a minute left though, so I don't think we're going to be able to get back around to the start-finish line.
Yeah, if they don't use the boot, they might have a chance. No, I don't think they will, because we'll be straight into gridding up for the second race.
Yeah, we will be. Just under 30 seconds. Dion pushing Sean all the way down the straight.
What bus stop, of course.
Of course. Actually, sorry, that was Sean pushing Dion all the way down the straight now that I can see some numbers on the side. Oh, we need some slightly different variations of the MRP safety truck livery. Alright, well, I've got the checkered flag up, so we're going to be going into gridding very shortly. And that is rolling over now. So we can see how the grid is going to line up for the second race here. So Jacob Lucas taking pole on the reverse top 10 there. Cam James alongside him on the second row from Dylan Redford. Kristen Jenkins, Roger Forbert, Lee Swinney, Nico Cordia, Xavier Simmons in 8th there. And then we can see rounding out the top 10 is going to be Brady Stanley and race winner from the first race there, Dylan Shepherd. Matt Priest lines up 11th alongside James McKenzie, Titus Vente, Jaco Winter, Chris Zaluski and Blake Greenhill. And then we've got Carl Nedler, Aaron Goodrick, Matthew Gerard, Richard Foucher, Dan Turner, Tom McCall, and looks like that's going to be it. Tom McCall rounding out the grid there. 22 starters for the second one by the look of it. As they're rolling away now behind the pace truck.
Yeah, Harry the Wheelman. He's our brother.
He is, and Jacob Lucas is going to have control once Harry pulls off.
A little bit of difference up the front for the reverse top 10, with the Porsches a little bit further back.
Yeah, it's going to be epic to watch how those Porsches come through the field, because they had an epic battle already out front in the first race, and now they're going to have to manage that battle while also battling their way through the field. But we are underway. Jacob Lucas gets the jump. It looks like Cam James getting away slowly. Dylan Radford up to P2 early on as they come down into turn 1. Bit of 3 wide in the background there. Dylan Shepherd involved. They make it through that one cleanly though. Oh no, they haven't. Xavier Simmons having a moment on the exit of turn 1.
Yeah, stayed put and nobody hit him, so he's got away with that pretty well.
Yeah, that absolutely could have been a lot worse there.
A great start from Dylan Shepherd. He's already up 5 spots.
Down into the carousel now, field starting to settle down into single file. Looked like one of the Misfits cars quite wide through the carousel there though. But Jacob Lucas opening up a 1 second margin early on. Dylan Shepherd making moves early on in the race. He's already made it up to P4, so he is absolutely charging through this field from P10.
Yeah, it'd be a good replay of his first lap. Oh! He's been around.
Looks like Tom McCall maybe?
Yes, could be. Yep, I just seen him drop down. He was already towards the back there. Is Jaco Venter already in the pits? So I'm wondering if something's happened there.
Yeah, I'm seeing crash data on Jaco there, so he's had a moment and quite a big one towing to the pits. Oh! Again, as we go to the wall cam, someone giving it a big slap.
It looked like one of the Gamma boys. That was a good hit, that one.
It was, but Jacob Lucas nearly 2 second margin out front, but Dylan Shepherd is making his way through and he's coming quickly. He's already up to P3 after starting 10th.
Yeah, 7 spots in the first lap and a quarter.
And looks like the fast lane guys not having the best of first laps. Brady Stanley's sitting where he started in 9th, but Xavier Simmons has dropped down to P19, so he's been caught up in something there.
Yeah, don't forget too, they won't have enough fuel to get the whole way, so look, about 15 minutes worth of fuel roughly, and they'll start diving into the pits. Well, you can win or lose the race too. If you have a speed in the pit lane, get yourself a penalty, that always stuffs things up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, was it Xavier that we saw going around out of turn 1. He's the first crash starter that I've got there, I think it was. So almost going 4 wide there, and Dylan threading the needle and a bit of a rub there, and Xavier just getting unsettled there. Looked like a bit of a strange one, maybe a little bit of net code involved. Jaco Venter had a big one, all on his own on the way into the boot there, and loses the rear hard into the tyres, and looks like doing significant damage, and he chose to tow to the pits there. Hasn't come back out yet either, so hopefully we will see him back out at some stage. And this was Tom McCall just looping it by himself out of the tow corner there.
Nico Cordy has just had a big incident calling race control.
Looks like we've got some data on that. Oh, that is massive. And Blake, the innocent party in that. Oh, that is
Gotta
huge.
go, boys. Gotta go. I thought I'd join you for a chat, but it sounds like I'm needed somewhere else.
Yeah, well,
no
I think you're
sure.
going to have to look at this one.
All right.
Wow, yeah, big one. Oh, that Misfits car doing a great job to avoid Blake on the rebound there as well.
Yeah, both those boys unfortunately having to tow. Richie Fauché as well has had to tow as well to the pits.
And Tom McCall has had another moment out there as well. Into turn 1, just losing the rear by himself, and this is Richard. Oh, so this is actually a follow-up or something happening after something else that we don't appear to have data on. But big damage to the front end and just pulling off and having to tow back to the pits here. And we've got Aaron Goodrick as well.
It's just a call over the radio. Race control looking at an incident from a jump start. So that's going to be post-race. So I'm not sure who that was, but yeah, somebody's accusing someone of jump starter.
Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if it could be Jacob going before the green flag.
Yeah, not too sure. But, I'm sure everybody will find out after the race.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Dylan Shepherd already up to P2. Brady Stanley has started to make some progress through the field. He's moved up to P5 now and putting pressure on Kristen Jenkins. He's going to slide down the inside and get that one done, but he's got 4 seconds to make up for the next spot, and this one's not done as he runs wide, but he does have enough to cover off Kristen there.
So the incident from the start of the race, Xavier Simmons, that's just been called as a racing incident from race control.
So play on, no penalties to be handed out on that one.
Well, he's done a great job, Xavier. He's actually back to where he started too. So
Oh!
It's
Dylan Radford into the wall. Not sure what happened there. Well, looks like he's been able to get away with it though. I might have spoke too soon. He's tried to turn it into turn 2 there, and it hasn't really responded. So I think he's probably damaged the suspension in the front left there, and it isn't wanting to quite play ball there. We can see if we can pick up exactly what happened there. So he's in behind Kristen Jenkins. Oh, it looked like maybe just went a bit deep, tried to grab a little bit of extra brake pressure to avoid running into the back of Kristen, and just locked the rears there and pitched hard left into the wall. Dylan going slowly, and Matt Priest in front of him also has damage on his Corvette.
Yeah, so there's
Missing
an
the front
incident
leg.
just then. Thinnest Venter involved as well. He's towed back to pit lane. A couple of bruised cars trying to make their way back to the pit lane. They're as bad as it
Oh. Oh.
There we go. So car 235, Lee Swinney, the background there, has just been given a drive-through penalty.
Well, that one there was super unfortunate. Just so much going on there. And Matt Priest persisting with trying to drive this car back to pit lane. To be honest, I think he would lose less time just towing at this point.
Oh, sometimes you've just got to do it.
Well, I've been on the stream a few times before in a heavily crabbing Mercedes GT3 trying to get it back to the pits, and much to the amusement of Wayne and Sean in the broadcasting lounge.
yeah, things have come a long way. Stefan McCartan, where are you, my friend? Having a night off? He's in the chat, giving a shout out to Dylan. And Scott's put his 2 cents in too. Jacob didn't go until the lights went green, which caused the others to obviously make a pass before the line, maybe. So yeah, so that'll get unpacked after the race in a post-race review.
So potentially there, what Scott's saying is that people have got penalties for passing before the line, and well, at the end of the day, that's up to them to respond to what the lead is doing, isn't it? Ah, that's right. Stephen McCartan has made his trip across to Australia for the Bathurst 12 hour. I do remember him talking about making that trip, so good on you, Stefan, over there, able to tune in. Hope you enjoy that one this weekend. Bathurst is certainly a special place to go and visit for any racing, and I know Stefan isn't so much a fan of the V8s, so he likes that GT3 action, and he's made his way over there for the 12 hour, which will be an awesome experience.
Oh, it'd be a great experience. I'd love to get myself over there.
I've certainly seen Mount Panorama in dark hours when I was there for the 1000 a couple of years ago, and certainly looked up at the parts of the track you can see from the bottom up on the mountain, and thought it would be absolutely epic to stand at the bottom and watch the headlights flicking over the top in the pre-sunrise hours at the start of the race in the 12 hour there.
Sorry, just listening into a bit more radio chat. Left when he's been black again, and Blake Greenhill's been given a mic ban.
James McKenzie just losing it in the Ford GT in the background there, so I think just Ford GT doing Ford GT things, but James seems to like the car and gets out and has a blast in it and does his thing. Couple of pit stops going on. Carl Nether and Chris Salusi in, James McKenzie also following Chris in. Carl did have that drive through, but I believe he had already served that, hadn't he?
Yes, he has, yeah.
Yep, so this will be his scheduled pit stop then, I believe. Looks like Aaron Goodrick's just been able to put a move on Dan Turner there. And Kristen Jenkins under attack from Matthew Gerard for P7 here.
Yeah, all the pressure. Have a look around the outside. Might get a bit of run out of this corner. Might benefit Gerard here.
Well, it's Chevy versus Porsche, and the Chevy's on its home ground here.
Yeah, Christian just calling out. He's coming in this lap, so probably just let Matthew go would be the sensible thing.
Yeah, but in saying that, if you can stay ahead without having to go too defensive, then you don't actually lose too much time there. So, but good on him calling it out and yeah, making Matthew aware not to run into the back of him there. We certainly
Jacob
saw
Lucas and Dylan Shepherd, Roger Bullock, Christian Jenkins and Aaron Goodrick all in the lane.
they sure are. We saw some issues with pit entry in the V8s when they were here earlier on in the season. I think I can remember who it was, but just in case I'm wrong, I'm not going to name names, but somebody certainly took a hit from behind on the way into the pits, and the advice from race control was where you probably should have let them know that you were coming in.
Yeah, it's always good. Somebody's calling that stuff out, letting them know where they are. But we always say here at Supercars NZ, be predictable. I don't think we've ever said that.
Well, it's certainly good advice to be predictable, especially on a tricky pit entrance like that, or another one that comes to mind is Oran Park, where you do have to be getting on the brakes or much slower on the racing line to get into the pits. And you know, at the end of the day, you have to accept that if you're in a close battle and you're in front, then the guy behind you isn't necessarily going to be expecting you to be going that slowly at the apex of the final corner here. And if you just call it out and let them know, then they can be expecting it and they can adjust that. Obviously, the flip side of that is you give away your strategy, but what's better, keeping your strategy or getting bombed into the fence because the guy wasn't expecting you to be going that slowly?
Yeah, 100%. And right on 15 minutes, Shano, the top 5 cars all down the lane to take that lick of fuel to get that last 10 minutes in.
Yeah, so that's going to cleanse the field. So Jacob Lucas still holding on to that lead, but it's just 0.76 over Dylan Shepherd, and both guys using all of the available track limits and then some. So they are using up their off tracks there at turn 1 to try and maximise the speed.
Yeah, Brady Stanley and Xavier Simmons slipping into 3rd and 4th as well. So they've definitely come out the better side after the pit stops.
Yeah, well, that's a great recovery from Xavier because he was down the order after that lap 1 incident. So obviously getting into the pits, well, he's just pitted on lap 9, so running long after the incident and getting some clean laps down and really recovering very well up the field to sit P4 now. And he and Brady will be looking to see if they can move forward and get somewhere close to this battle for the lead, but it is a 6-second margin at the moment, so, well, under 10 minutes to go. That might be a bridge too far, I think, but we'll wait and see.
Yes, well, Dylan has just put down fastest first sector, so that's purple lit up on my timing screen, so he is smoking. But Xavier still has the fastest lap with a 1:40.80, and Dylan Shepherd is a 1:40.90.
Yeah, that time around, 41s for both Dylan and Jacob, but sorry, no, 40 for 40.9. No, sorry, that's as fast as that. So 41.6 for Dylan on that lap, 41.9 for Jacob. So Dylan about 3/10 faster. He's been able to reel that gap in a bit more, and he's sitting within half a second now. So If we can continue this pace, he will be challenging with a move very soon. So Jacob's actually been able to pull out a little bit of a margin through the bus stop and the carousel. That now sitting at half a second.
Yeah, he's just biding his time. Gonna sort of watch him. Maybe he's gonna watch him for a few laps and try and work out a spot to make that move.
Yeah, work out the strengths and weaknesses of Jacob there. Assess your opponent, work out how you're going to get it done, and then make the move.
Yeah, he's definitely close enough now. He's getting a sniff.
Riding on board with Dylan, you can see they're allowed to run out over the back of that curve there, no off track there. Turn 1, I believe you pick up an off track as soon as you run as soon as you don't have any wheels on the curb over the back of it, and Dylan getting very close, trying to get the exit here. Looked like maybe aware of his incident points and he's not wanting to use all the track on the exit, but closing up in the draft, he's going to get alongside. Oh. Gets alongside out of the S's, he's going to be on the wrong side into the bus stop though. Is either of these going to yield? Dylan just gives it up there, has to make room for Jacob to get to the second apex there, and that's just cost him that momentum and allowed Jacob to pull out over half a second again. So that wasn't quite the spot. It was the right idea, get the draft out of turn 1 and up the hill, but it just ended up on the wrong side of the track there.
We've joined in, from race control here. Sean has joined us. How are you, mate? Everything going okay down there?
Oh, it's been pretty busy as these GTE races are going. But like race control, just wanted to confirm about the start of the race. Obviously, you guys had a front row seat, and we do go start on the green or on the race leader. Shane.
Yeah.
I put him on the spot here.
I remember somebody asking the question, and I need to look up what I answered there to make sure I've got the correct information.
That's good. I like how you just didn't throw out an answer. So I believe you said it's on the green, but so we might have a jump start to the race. So I've gone post race for that one, but that was my main reason for coming up. So I think it's post race we're looking at.
Oh,
he just about lost
over the lead. Yeah, Dylan locking the rears. So Jacob locking the rears and Dylan getting the job done into P1 now.
I think it's past Dylan's done all season, I reckon. See, even Blake agrees with us. Yeah, look at that.
I thought you got a mic ban. What's going on?
I threatened the mic ban on him. I didn't say it. And the other race control was like, should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it?
I was going to do it just to be funny.
Blake's full of comedy. But yeah, so have a look at that. We'll have a look at that post race at the start because it did look like he jumped very early.
So Dan Turner, yeah, been very exciting. Dylan did a great job of getting through the field quickly, starting off the back from P10. A little bit disappointing that things didn't quite go the way of the fast lane guys there, but that's that into the wall. That was, not quite sure who that was there. Anyway, someone took the wall pretty hard, but yeah, so we saw a great battle in race 1 between the top 3 there with Dylan Shepherd fighting it with those fast lane guys. I was looking forward to seeing the 3 of them come through the field together, but unfortunately those fast lane guys come in a little bit unstuck at the start. And
yeah, bit of net code, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, and Dylan was able to work his way through very quickly and has now made his way to the front and enjoys already a 3-second lead over over Jacob. and Brady is another just under 5 seconds back from Jacob, so Dylan is just about cruising out front now. Actually, sorry, correction. Dylan's got 7/10 over Jacob. I was reading the time gaps wrong there. And Brady is 3 seconds behind. So Brady is absolutely flying out there because that was 6 seconds not so long ago after the pit stops.
Yeah, just seen on the Daniel Turner and Aaron Goodrick getting together, both saying that it was their fault.
And that's nice.
It is.
Shows me a job, eh? You know? Just not being lazy and
Oh,
all that.
oh.
Alright,
Well,
gotta go back.
that's just super unfortunate, really, isn't it?
Appreciate the chat, boys. We'll talk soon, eh?
Cheers, Sean.
All
Catch you
right,
later.
there we go. The man, the myth, the race control here at Supercars NZ, Sean McNamara, also known as Mr. Plough. There was time for the soundboard, but it didn't happen. We'll just let it go.
And actually now things looking very spread out. This nearly 1 second margin at the front looks to be the closest gap on track, but we'll keep an eye on Brady's progress as well because he is looking pretty rapid out there at the moment. Although last lap pace pretty similar to Dylan, but he has been able to bring that gap down significantly from what it was before the pit stops.
Yeah, it was around that 6 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And he's now sitting at, well, he's 4 seconds behind Dylan. Actually, Jacob's had a moment out there somewhere because that gap between Dylan and Jacob is now stretched out to 2 seconds.
Yeah, Brady is cat.
Actually, Jacob going very slowly.
Yeah, he's barely struggling to get it up to 200, Jacob Lucas.
I wonder if he... Sounds like he might not be using all the revs there. No, he had all the revs. Oh, there's a touch. I heard the touch on the onboard as he goes around. So whatever issue he's carrying, that's just been made even bigger. Oh, and we've got checkered flag. Wasn't even paying attention to the race time. Dylan Shepherd takes the win. Brady Stanley is going to come across P2, but with that contact at the end, I wonder if that's going to be disputed. Xavier Simmons comes across in third, picking up a podium. Jacob Lucas fourth. Cam James coming home fifth. Matthew Gerard sixth. Roger Forbert seventh. Christian Jenkins in eighth. Aaron Goodrick ninth, or running ninth at the moment. Couple of corners to go, coming into the last corner now. And he is going to come across the line and wrap up a top 10. Up 9 spots from his starting position, so a good recovery after a less than ideal first race. Dan Turner sporting significant damage on the front of that BMW, but he's going to pick up a top 10 and up 11 spots from his starting position.
Yeah, that's a good run from Dan.
James McKenzie bringing the Ford GT home in 11th. Chris Delusky 12th. Leith Swinney running 13th there. Carl Nedler not too far behind him, but probably far enough back that I don't think there's going to be any challenge for the position here. Leith through the final corner now, and he is going to bring it home in 13th. Carl Nedler 14th. Tom McCall out of the final corner now, coming home in 15th. And Matt Priest coming into the final corner now. He is in 16th and looks like the last guy on the lead lap, so that position is going to be safe as he comes across the line now to round that out. Blake Greenhill finishing a lap down in 17th, along with Dylan Radford in 18th, Nico Cordia 19th, Richard voucher in 20th. Looks like he is, yeah, just the one lap down, but just coming across the lap now. So a lap down on the whole field for all the lead lap cars anyway as he comes across the line there in 20th. And Tinnis Venter looked like he pulled the pin early, as did Jaco Venter.
Yeah, looks like 20 finishes for the wheel, Shano.
Yeah, very good. So I can get that whipped up for us.
This was the Richard Fauché doing a couple of skids after the race. So Dylan Shepherd will have eaten into that lead that Stefan McCartan did have, but being teammates, I'm sure Stefan will be happy as, considering where he is right now. If he's not happy, then, yeah, well, he's at Bathurst and I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Well,
wish
look,
I
you
was at
carry on doing
Bathurst.
that. Ship's just jumped in, so we'll drag him in for a chat. So getting it done, Dylan Shepherd winning the second race. And did you win the first one?
Yeah, yep.
You did too, yes. So 2 from 2 tonight. Well done, mate.
Yeah, no, it was good. Had a shocking last couple of rounds, so yeah, it's good to bounce back and take advantage of Steph being on holiday.
Yeah, no, he jumped in the chat from the beautiful Bathurst 12 hour. I'm sure we're all jealous of that.
Yeah, 100% I am. But you know, if he was him, he could have won, but he's not. So
Yeah, you got to make hay while the sun shines, don't you?
yeah, that's all right.
No, well done, mate. It was seriously good racing. Those Porsches seem to have the edge over the other cars in the GTE field.
Yeah, for sure. I had two different setups in mind and was testing them both in the practice. Ended up going one with like a really low wing, so I had a lot of straight line handling, but it's just a bit of a struggle through the infield. So in race one, had the fast lane boys all over me through the infield, but they just couldn't get me on the straight thanks to my low aero. So yeah, it was fun, challenging, and yeah, it was good.
No, well done, mate. Is there anybody you want to shout out?
Just all the boys at Blackout OPR, Sim Rigs for getting me on track. I've got a few more. Let me find the list. I'm terrible at this. Palmerston Bakery, Distraction Sim Supply, DSM Painting and Decorating, which is Stefan's business. So if you're in New Zealand and need some painting done, hit Steph up, and Shunt Scenery. And Blackout Electrical Solutions, of course, can't miss them.
Awesome. There we go. Double race winner tonight, Dylan Shepherd. Congratulations, mate. Look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Yep, sounds good, boys. Thanks for that.
Awesome. And Shano, you got some 20 numbers up on the Wheel of Doom.
I sure have. There we go. So let's give it a spin.
Of course, they get a chance to either take home a RC car or a flag system, thanks to our weekly sponsor, Racecrafts.
And that's going to be P4, so Jacob Lucas.
Yeah, well done, Jacob Lucas. So we'll I'll be in touch with you and set you in the right direction, and you let us know what you're after. Well done.
Absolutely. Alright, so that pretty much does us for tonight. So very exciting racing we had here at Watkins Glen. Massive battle in race one there, which was very cool to see between Dylan and the fast lane guys, and Dylan just able to hold them off, and then the reverse grid race providing plenty of excitement as usual as well. Big thanks, of course, to MRP, sponsor of the Manon Racing Products GTE series. Hit up mrp.co.nz for their full range of products there. And of course, Racecrafts weekly sponsor this week. You can find them on Facebook or at racecrafts.co.nz. And Napa Auto Parts, sponsor of the Broadcasting Lounge. Big thanks to them. They've given us some great prizes to give away over the time. I think we need to get Leon to go in and see his contact there about getting some more stuff, because we haven't had anything from Napa for a while. But busy times for everyone, so understandable that he can't just always get in there at the drop of a hat to get that done. But we would certainly love some more cool Napa prizes to give away, but we always appreciate all the support they give us. And big thanks to you, Corey, for joining me tonight.
Hey, you're welcome as always. I was planning on getting back surgery next week, and I wasn't going to be here for Detroit, but that got cancelled today. Lovely. So I'll be around for Detroit, which is great because I can't wait to call that race, and I hope everybody has a great one.
Yeah, sorry to hear that that surgery has been put off, but every cloud has a silver lining, and we will certainly enjoy having you around in the broadcast lounge for a little bit longer. Thanks to everybody at home for tuning in. We will catch you all next week, where on Tuesday we take the V8s to Belle Isle, Detroit, for what will be a very exciting race. First time there at the Concrete Jungle in Detroit for the Gen 3s. That is going to be very entertaining to see how it goes. We'll see you all there. Catch you later.
Whoopee!